What's up, fellow traders? It's Black Coffee Trader. Today is Wednesday, January the 21st. We had a very nice green day, up 5 grand. Really feels good to have a bounce back day after the bigger red day yesterday, and honestly a little 3-day red streak that I've been on. So yeah, long and the short of today was a little bit more careful, managed my trades a little bit better. I did have a couple of mistakes on the take profit accounts and the lucid accounts, my quote unquote other accounts, but I did get those back into the positive and up about $200 across those. So that's really nice, and had about a $186 day on the Apex account. So yeah, it would have been nice to get a little bit more, but again, slow and steady wins the race. And like I said yesterday, you have some red days, and you just focus on taking good setups, taking good trades, and the results will be there. So that's where we're at. Breaking down, let's actually look at TradeZella first. So here's today, again, up 5 grand. Actually, the best green day I've had on the month so far. Granted, I do have 5 more accounts, so I am trading, 27 accounts. So that extra 5 accounts does help, but even if I wouldn't have those 5 accounts, I would still have the best green day I've had on the month so far. Obviously, the big glaring thing is this red day we had back here from Friday the 9th. And also these last 2 red days I've had on the 13th and on the 20th. So a couple of red days there, really. We're at about almost 27,000 in 3 red days. And if I look at the monthly totals, let's look at this month. We are down $3,600. So 3 days wiped out my profits this month. That's something I need to work on. So I've talked about it before, but it's kind of front of mind right now. So anyway, good news is, again, green day bounce back, and we're getting rid of this little mini red streak that we'd put together over the last couple of trading days. So on the week thus far per account basis, so here we go. On the Apex accounts, we're still down a couple $100 per account. On the other accounts, the lucid accounts and the take profit accounts, we are up about 330 to 350. So love to see that. And the biggest thing I'm really happy about is just the fact that I've got this drawdown back above 700. Drawdown on the lucid accounts is above 800. So it just gives a little bit more breathing room. A couple of days ago, I had that intraday drawdown on the take profit accounts was down to just right around the $100 mark. So these accounts were really at death's door, and we've breathed some life into them. We're not where we need to be, but we're going in the right direction. And honestly, it is a confidence builder. It is very much a confidence builder to build something back like this. So obviously the bigger thing is needing to get them to payday. So on the trades today, first trade was, again, I was really patient. Actually, no, I misspoke. The first trade was on, where was it at? I think it was on NQ. Yeah, I took an NQ break and retest long, a B setup, not the greatest setup in the world, got faked out. That was on the take profit accounts, and that was about $120, $130 loss there. So that was a bit of a mistake. The only other trade I took on NQ was this short as we fell back below in the afternoon. We had a break and retest here below the, let's see, today is Wednesday, that would have been the Monday low. I took that for about 170, 80 bucks. That was the trade that got these accounts back into a nice and green setup, or nice and green on the day. The main trades I took this morning was on the Russell. Really patient. I liked this immediate break and kind of retest that was occurring here at the open. We had broken, and we're kind of holding and retesting and then breaking again. Really this level right in here, and then also the prior day high. Now, I do like to break and retest a prior day high, but I really liked my patience. I was very, very, very patient until I was pretty confident that we were going to be good. And the other thing is I was waiting until ES was breaking really this level right here. I wanted ES to break above this area around the 6870s, 6868s. Let's take a look at that on the bigger picture. That is this level right in here. I was wanting this to break this morning for further upside. And I really felt like if we couldn't break through that, we probably wouldn't get the move higher. And so I was really patient on my entry on the Russell to wait until ES showed that we had some life above that. That's when I took this long and rode that for about 190 bucks, I think, in profit on that account or that trade. This was on the take profit accounts as well. So we had the red trade in the morning on the take profit accounts. I had a green trade. I brought those back into green on the day. And then as I was in this trade and in this ES long simultaneously. So I took this one. This was the one on the Apex account. So the Apex accounts, I went long here as well. So I rarely do that, but I have at times. When I'm pretty convicted on the market and I like the setup, sometimes I'm going in managing 2 trades at once and really just set the stop and let it go. But this one here, again, really nice trade out for, let me see, about 150 bucks on that one as well. Actually, no, that was 180. That's the trade right there. It was a one and done trade on the Apex account. So nice little trade there. And then obviously this market did, a big pullback here after lunch, and we consolidated until we got this Greenland news here in the afternoon, and this thing rocketed up, and we are trading higher, or closing higher here today. So let's see, I took a couple more trades on, I think, the Dow Jones. Yeah, I took a break and retest short, and this was a B setup. This was not a great setup because we were trading above VWAP. I knew that. I was cognizant of that, but I still took this entry. The problem here, my problem was I was too tight on my stop loss, and I've dealt with this before, but I was just too tight. My size was a little bit too big. I took this entry here, looking for this break, and really the trade probably would have been here or should have been there, but I was not really watching for it as much as I probably should have been. All at once I realized, man, we're starting to get a sell-off here, and it was happening across all the indices. And as this candle tested this area low, I took this short, and my stop was just simply too tight. And I got stopped out there. Very unfortunate, $135 loss. This was on the take profit accounts. Flipped them back to red a little bit. And this immediate next candle rejected, and so I was like pretty confident that this was going back down. Took this entry again, and I got cold feet after we started to stall. You can see a little bit of a stall there, but I got back out of there for about $140. So this really was a trade-off. 2 trades that were, a loss and then a win to bring it back into green. And then the last trade of today was that trade that we looked at here a minute ago on the NASDAQ right here. This was the trade that took these accounts back to 200. So hope that makes sense, kind of an up-down. I really one trade with the Apex accounts and multiple trades on the take profit and the Lucid accounts, but we did manage to get them all into green and ended up with a nice $5,000 day. So really happy with that. But yeah, we'll see. This market is pretty wild, been pretty wild today. A big move on the NASDAQ. This morning we had the move up. I was really looking for this 25,500 area to break. I really wanted to see this for further upside. We rejected hard off of that, consolidated, and then we got that Greenland news, and that rocketed this market higher, and we are closing above this 25.5 area, which is really key for me. Let's go to the big picture, and I'll show you what I'm looking for here. Big picture, this 25.5 area is really a lot of there's been a lot of reactions around this area, going all the way back to, I'm on the 30-minute chart. I really don't want to reset it, so I'll leave it, but this goes back quite a ways. But there's been a lot of reactions here, rejected off this level. We kind of held it, had a little liquidity grab here, big picture, held this level here, rejected this level several days ago, and getting above that level for me was critical for further upside. So I like the fact that we're closing above that. Now the question remains, are we going to hold that in the overnight, or are we going to fall right back down? I really hope we don't. I really would like to see us hold and continue this move higher, and maybe we can see this market go for further upside. The bad thing is we're getting into a consolidation range. This is really a consolidation range that goes back, back into December. So that's a little bit ugly, but I do like the upside. So anyway, I'm more of a bull than a bear. I'm not a perma bull by any stretch of the imagination, but I do like trading the upside more than the downside. But anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. So happy with the green day. I wish I could have made back all of the red in one day from yesterday, but that's okay. $7,000 red day yesterday and a $5,000 green day today. So we got 2 days left here. Hopefully we can put a couple more green days on the charts and get back into a green week. We've had 2 red weeks sandwiched here back to back, and so I would like to make this a green week and get it out of that red and get this month turned around. So anyway, that's where we're at. I'll leave you with that. Once again, appreciate you guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for following along. Have a great night. Have a good day tomorrow. We'll catch up with you on the next one. Take care, and so long.